charged with murder. 53A-54A, how do you plead, guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
The man who was accused of killing a visiting nurse has been sentenced to 50 years in prison. Michael Reese pleaded guilty to the murder in 2023 killing of nurse Joyce Grayson in Willimantic. Fox 61's Alicia Hercules was in the courtroom and tells us more about the sentencing.
The plea agreement was reached to sentence Reese to 50 years in prison without the possibility of parole. The earliest he could be released is 2075.
It is the sentence of the court that should be committed to the custody of the Commissioner of Corrections for a period of 50 years in service.
In October of 2023, Joyce Grayson, a visiting nurse, came to a halfway home for registered sex offenders to care for patients. Michael Reese, a convicted rapist, was staying at the halfway home at the time of Grayson's visit. At some point, police say she was attacked and killed by Reese while she was inside the home. She was later found dead in the basement.
Upon entering the basement floor, officers gained entry to a smaller side room where Ms. Grayson was found covered in a blanket with a pillow over her head. She exhibited no signs of life or breathing.
Grayson's official cause of death was compression of the neck. She also suffered several blunt force injuries. State's Attorney John Fahey called Grayson's murder a tragic loss for both her family and the community.
It is a senseless killing. There was absolutely no reason for it.
Family members who wanted to keep their privacy gave victim impact statements to the judge. Grayson was described by loved ones as a hardworking and selfless person. A family member says even after an incident like this, Grayson would have still gone back to work and continued visiting homes to care for her patients. Another family member also expressed anger towards Reese for delaying court proceedings because of the several times he didn't come to court. Reese's attorney offered an explanation to the family.
We felt ashamed. It was shame they couldn't bring him here.
Reese chose not to speak on his behalf. After the sentencing, the family's attorney, Kelly Reardon, spoke on their behalf.
They hope that Joyce's death will inspire others, particularly the state of Connecticut, to implement changes in legislation, changes that have already been underway.
Since Grayson's murder, legislation has been passed to better protect visiting nurses. Home care agencies are now required to tell employees patients' history with violence or aggression towards healthcare workers. Agencies must also report any violence, verbal threats, or sexual abuse to the state. Reardon says Grayson's family wants her to be remembered as someone who never stopped loving or caring for others.
Even convicted sex offenders like the defendant deserved quality care, and Joyce died providing that care.
Reardon says a civil lawsuit involving the home care agency Grayson worked for and the state of Connecticut have reached a resolution. That resolution now awaits approval from the probate court. In Danielson, Alicia Hercules, Fox 61.